Welcome to Sewing Anastasia, and today we are going to be sewing up a really cute thong. This panty is a part of the Sewing Anastasia Panty Week this week. So many panties around here. We have the thong, the brief, and the French cut. All new panties over in the Sewing Club. You can get all three patterns for $10, or you can buy them a la carte on the website. 3 panty patterns for $10? You know you want to check out the Sewing Club and go get those panty patterns. Or if you're already a member, go download them. These panties come in sizes extra small through 6X. So you ready to do this? Let's go sew up a thong together. It's real simple and so much fun. This is a mid-rise thong, so it's not all the way up to the waist and it's not real low. And it has about a 2-inch side on it. And then in the back, it's got a bit of fabric here too, still mid-rise. And then for fun, I'm gonna show you guys how to add a ruffle to the side. You totally don't have to, totally optional. And then for this one, I use the fold over elastic all the way around, but you can also use picot elastic. And if you need a demo on how to attach picot elastic, make sure you check out the French cut panty. Now let's talk about measuring yourself to choose the perfect size for your panties. You're gonna wanna measure your waist and your hips. To measure your waist, you're going to measure your natural waist. So when you teacup to the side, it's where your body indents. Even though your panties might not be going up this high, you want to take this measurement because this is what the sizing's based off of on the size chart. So you're going to measure your waist. So this dress form has 25 and a half. And then we're gonna come down to the hips. So about 9 inches down from your waist, the biggest part of your hips here. Measure that. This one here has got 35. So now we have the waist and the hip measurement, and we can find that in the size chart. Now, if your measurements are different sizes, that's okay. You can always grade your pattern, bigger, smaller, etc. And if you need help with that, make sure you check out my video on that. There'll be a link down below. And once you found your perfect size, you can then cut out your paper pattern and start cutting out your fabric. Now that you've chosen your size, it's time to choose your fabrics and elastics, which is so much fun when you're making lingerie. This month, there are 3 different panty patterns, and you can use any of these fabrics with any of these elastics on any of the panties. So you can mix and match the techniques and the fabrics. I'm going to be going over a specific elastic technique with each different panty. So that way you're learning something new with every single panty. When choosing a fabric, you can really choose anything that has a stretch to it. So it needs to have some sort of stretch to it because the pattern was designed for a stretch fabric. And you're also going to need some elastic. Let's go over some different types that work really well for this. You can use a stretch power mesh, which is really fun, has some great stretch to it, and it's sheer. You can also use a stretch lace. Stretch laces are beautiful. You could also just use a plain jersey cotton fabric. This one has a little lace design to it, making it very feminine. And this one here is a matte jersey. So it still has stretch to it, but it's a little more traditional looking in fabric type. When you're choosing elastic, there's a lot of options out there. 3 of my favorites are fold over elastic, picot decorative elastic, and flat lace elastic. So these all have stretch to them, and they all have a little bit of a different look to them. But they all work great. And if you'd like some suggestions on where to buy these kinds of supplies, I'll put some links down below. And now that you've chosen a fabric and elastic that you like, it's time to start sewing. So I've determined my size, and I've cut out all of my fabric pieces and grabbed my notions. So you should have the back of your thong, the front of your thong, and your gusset out of fabric. And then today I'm going to be using a fold over elastic for finishing the edges. And then I also have an additional trim here, which is not stretch. And we're going to be gathering this to the hips of the panties for some added detail. This step is just extra, so that way you can get a little extra creative. But if you just want to sew up a simple thong, you don't need the lace. All you need is your elastic for the edges. The first thing we're going to do is finish the edge of the gusset that is long. So not the short edge on this one, but the longer edge. Now my edge is nice and finished. Now we're gonna sew in the gusset. So we're gonna take our panty, we're gonna sew it right sides together right here. But we're also going to place our gusset in there with the right side face down. Now we're gonna sew all 3 layers together with a 1/4 inch seam. To sew these together, I'm going to be using my stretch stitch, which I'd like to call a lightning bolt, so it looks like a lightning bolt. And I'm going to be using this for all of my seams. Don't forget your seam allowance on this project is 1/4 of an inch. So there's my seam. I've got all the layers sewn together. Now I'm going to open up everything nice and flat. I'm going to pull the gusset up to the front of the panty and we're going to pin it down. After you pin it down, we're just going to sew the edges together. So just right where the gusset is, we're just going to sew this down at the edge. So that way when we apply our elastic later, it's in place. I'm going to be using the same stitch and just working really close to the edge, keeping the layers together. Now we have the gusset sewn down on both sides, securing the gusset. Now we're going to take the sides of the panty and we're going to fold it right sides together, front to back. And then we're going to sew up the sides. I'm going to sew both of these sides up using my knit stitch. And don't forget, your seam allowance is 1/4 of an inch. So you can see I sewed up those sides there. Now it's time to apply the fold over elastic. So here's the back of the fold over elastic. You can see this little stripe in the center. Now when I flip it over to the right side, you can also see that stripe in the center. So this is where the elastic is going to fold in half. So we're going to be folding it in half, inserting our fabric in the middle of it and stitching it all together. This is going to give us a really nice finish on the edge and it stretches. So it's going to be great for our panties. So to apply this, we're going to take the edge of our panty and we're going to place it at the center of the elastic. And then we're going to fold it in half and then we're going to stitch it down. And we're going to do this around all of our openings. To attach the elastic, I'm going to be using a broken zigzag. I've set my length to 11 and my width to 5. I'm also going to be using my zigzag foot. If you have a Viking machine, it's going to be the B foot. You can also use a regular foot. So I want to make sure that the zigzag is within the width of this fold over elastic. So it's always a good idea, test out on a scrap first, make sure you have all your settings appropriate. Now when I am attaching this, I do like to stretch the elastic just a little bit. So I'm going to stretch it out just a smidge and then hold it in place. I like to hold it in back too because you are stretching it forward to help guide it. This is going to make sure that my elastic doesn't stretch out while we're adding all of these stitches to the stretchy fabric. It's also a great idea to engage your needle down button so that way when you stop, you can readjust things and you're not going to lose your positioning in your stitch. When you get to your seam, hold your fabric in back, give it a little extra pull just to make sure it goes smoothly over the seam. Now we're getting close to where we started, so I'm going to cut off my elastic. Any threads you have on the existing piece that's already there, go ahead and clip those. And then we're going to overlap the elastic just a little bit. And I want to try and make sure it matches at the side seam, so I'm going to cut off a little extra. Now it is going to be a little extra thick here, so you really got to make sure you are catching it in the fold here, in the fold over. We're going to sew over. We're going to add our back stitches. And let's take it out. Now I'm going to do the exact same thing to the leg openings. So now the fold over elastic is added to all of the edges on the front and the back there. So we are looking great. So you could be done with your thong just like that, or you can add some ruffles or some lace around the openings. You can also finish the edge of the thong with the picot elastic. This will give you a nice decorative edge, and it has to stretch because it's elastic. And if you want more detail on this technique, make sure you check out our video on creating the French cut panties. So if you do want to add some flat, non-stretch lace to the edge, what we're going to do is actually stretch the elastic and sew it down, and then when it comes back, it's going to add this nice little gather to the bottom edge. I'm going to be measuring 3 inches from the side seam on the front, and I'm going to put a little mark so I know where to start. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the back. I'm going to measure 3 inches over from the side seam at the leg opening. So I'm just adding the stuff with the leg opening. And I'm going to add it to both sides so that way I can make sure I'm doing the same thing to both sides. Now I know where to start and stop with the lace. To sew this down, I'm going to be using my stretch stitch, and I've set my length to 5. I'm going to be starting at that mark I put on the panties, and I also have them inside out. So the wrong side is face up, but the right side of my lace is face down. I'm going to add a couple back stitches. And now when we sew this on, we are going to stretch out the panty as much as we can, but the lace doesn't stretch obviously. So it's going to end up gathering it in. So we have to stretch out the panty, keep the lace lined up, and sew it down. And stop and adjust whenever you need to. Stretch out the panty, hold the lace in place, and sew. And you're gonna sew all the way down to the other mark that you drew. When you get to the spot, make sure you back stitch or fix. And then we'll take it out. Their little hip ruffle here is on, but we have one last step. So we have a straight edge here on the lace, and it doesn't look great. So what we're going to do is take it, and we're just gonna pleat it and tuck it right behind that little blue mark. And then you can see how it looks so nice where the lace scalloped edge goes into the panty. And then we'll just sew that down right there. Basically just tack it down, and then we'll do the same thing on both sides. We'll just take that end and tack it in. So I've got that tucked under, and I'm stitching it from the outside. And just a few stitches. So we don't need to go crazy with this. It's just enough to tack it in place. So that'll stay down like that. And now I'll do the other end. Now I'm going to apply the lace to the other side the exact same way. And you can see how cute that little lace detail is just on the hips. Check that out. Such a nice way to add a little fun touch to the panties. And here's our thong all finished. It is so cute. I love the fold over elastic on it and this nice little lace detail at the side. Let's take a look at the back, looking great and smooth. And the side, just so adorable. I love it. I could even see adding a few different layers or tiers of these. You could even add them at the top, around the waist. So many fun options for creating a unique pair of panties. Thank you so much for watching Sewing Anastasia today. If you have any questions on creating the panties, make sure you leave that down below in the comments, and I'll get back with you as soon as I can. And if you'd like to learn even more about sewing, make sure you check out our online and in-person courses. And don't forget, if you want to get these panty patterns, you can get all 3 of them for $10 over in our sewing club. There's a link for that down below. And if you want to know what's going on in the studio today, well, make sure you check out my Instagram stories. I'm always posting over there. Thank you so much for watching, and happy panty making!